there are some who just don't get along, but there are others who precisely know how to strike that perfect balance. Here's a classic example.
Karthik and Gautam. Karthik and Gautam. Which place?
Because of the election.
Okay.
So they've gone because of the election?
No. Yeah.
Karthik and Gautam have gone because of the election?
Due to election.
So when do they come back?
Tomorrow.
They match each other note for note, Patrick and Yotam. Well, here's a musical duo all the way from Israel that made India their home and rechristened themselves as Karthik and Gautam to make life easier for themselves and everyone else.
Patrick I met in 1994. I was working as an engineer in a studio and he came in with his band to do an album. So I engineered the first album. It was a soft rock album. Since then we're working together. We kind of became really, really good friends. I think we complement each other very well. He's bringing a lot of spirit and music into the project, where I bring lots of engineering and production as well. We hardly argue. We are getting very well together. And it's been going on for a while, so it looks like it's going well.
The story goes that Yotam was in Chennai for a completely different project with the London Symphony Orchestra, and Patrick came to visit him. They struck the same chords, and exactly 2.5 years later, the Laya project came into existence. It was a personal and collective effort that brought musicians from 6 shores to share one common language, music. This project was a celebration of the human spirit and was dedicated to the survivors of the 26 December 2004 tsunami. After realizing this amazing dream, their musical journey took another turn.
We were on a journey to Jakarta from Chennai, and it was an overbooked flight of Singapore Airlines, so we've been upgraded to business class. So basically we had access to a business class lounge, but we didn't have any passports. So we sat in the business class lounge for almost 3 days and opened the laptops and started playing with all the samples that we've been collecting all these years. And that's how the album was born. I think it's the first time the album was really born. We saw that we have enough material to play with. We named it Business Class Refugees.
Patrick and Yotam create music to make a difference. And now they have another mission in hand, and this time, surprisingly nothing to do with music.
So I started surfing and I used to go out to Kovalam. It's a village, just Fish Cove, just after Fisherman's Cove. And they have a beautiful point where the waves coming in. So I started surfing alone over there 6 years ago. And one of the guys, local guy named Murthy, started joining me, and slowly a couple of more foreigners and more guys from the village. And slowly we developed a very small surf culture in Chennai. And they have a dream, these guys. They wanna open a surf school in the village.
From Israel, Chennai is what they call home. When we asked him why they chose to stay in Chennai, Yotam was all smiles as he said that South India, especially Tamil Nadu, with its cultural heritage, is what makes it hard for them to bid goodbye.
I think the people. Most of everything is the people here. There's always a smile.
It's not just the effort of Patrick and Yotham that goes into creating wonders, but a whole team that works day and night to back them, giving the city something new and fresh each time. Well, the next story involves a team that you might not take seriously at first glance, but don't do that, because when it comes to theatre, they mean serious business.
A bunch of friends struck upon an idea, and the result of that was Stray Factory, a relatively new theatre group in Chennai with 2 innovative productions to their credit. We caught up with the team, and all we can say is they know exactly how to make work fun.
I guess a lot of us friends who have done creatively contributed earlier, even some of us in theatre, some in designing, some in music. We figured we could push the barrier in terms of entertainment. So that was our first objective that we got us talking into taking Stray Factory as a concept forward.
Stray Factory's first project was Hitchcock, a selection of 3 short plays loosely based on the popular series from the 50s, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Their second venture was a result of a brainstorming session that led them to realize that blogs had immense potential to be adapted into performances. Hence, they invited bloggers from everywhere, and from the shortlisted 30 bloggers and a list of 1012 posts, 15 posts were finally selected.
After deciding on the kind of blogs, we had been through it. So obviously, when you're directing something, you'll have a mental image of what your cast would like to be or what is it that you expect from. And all the 3 directors we sat down and said that, okay, these are the kind of people that we like to have. So we all realized that somewhere we have to go and find actors rather than, them coming and finding us. So that's where we started a little bit of scouting. The other thing was that we wanted to hold some kind of reading sessions to see whether people will be, they'll fit the bill. So then we found the actors, and I guess, or maybe the blogs found the actors.
Stray Factory's mission is not only to stage their own productions, but support all creative efforts. And what with a discerning Chennai audience to cater to, their priority is to deliver fine performances.
When it comes to theatre here, I think the audience is very smart in that they won't accept either bad content or a poor performance, even if it's good content and a good performance. You have to give them everything, and they can be very astute in realizing when you're giving them something genuine and when you're just trying to take their money from them. So I think it's really cool, at least from the audience perspective, which means more work for us, but still it's worth it.
The members of Stray Factory say they are still learning the art of survival since sponsors for plays are hard to come by. It's a learning curve, they say, and while they learn the ropes, they will continue to entertain Chennai all the way.
What kind of magic they create on stage with their next performance is for us to wait and see. When we return, we take a look at a man who fought for a noble cause.